everyone.
What's up?
Hi, good morning. Lake Wylie Yoga Social. This is Missy.
And I'm Lisa, and this is take 2.
Actually, take 3.
Yeah. I don't know if you were on Facebook at all and noticed there was a post yesterday about our uninvited guest who ran amok, Unicorn and Swan.
You can never trust those pool floats.
No, you really can't. So they really have been causing us a lot of havoc, which is why we are shooting this video inside today.
That's right.
Sometimes you just got to make that lemonade out of lemons.
Lemon shooters.
Yes, which is what we're doing. So we like, you just got to laugh, right?
Right.
At what life hands you and just go with it, which is, I mentioned what happened and they said that is why we really enjoy watching you guys, because with everything that's going on in the world, it's nice to have people who could just laugh and make light of stuff, because stuff happens.
Right.
It just does. It just does.
And you're like, well,
Yeah.
can't do anything about it.
So we are doing this yoga practice for ourselves, and we're just going to get started.
All right.
We're just going to do it. So we're going to come to a comfortable seat and just take a little moment here, little neck stretch after, because it's morning after sleeping. I know I needed a little bit. So coming to our breath, just let your head with your breath go from side to side a little. And just come whatever pace you want. If you want to roll your neck, you can. And then bring your head back to center. Bring your knees out wide for child's pose. We're just going to crawl our fingertips forward and gently bring our foreheads to the mat. As we inhale, we're going to rise up to tabletop position, and then coming into a modified side plank, bring your right leg out long, and then taking a nice side stretch here. Oh, I got a good back crack. And if this is hard on your neck, you can always send your gaze down. And then coming back to tabletop, we're going to do that on the other side. So bring the left leg out long, and then lifting up through your side body. You can extend out long, or you can lift the arm up.
Oh, that feels good on this side.
Yeah. And then coming back to tabletop position. We're going to work the feet a little bit. So we're going to roll back onto the toes in the back of the heels, working the Achilles here, using your own body weight, just sinking back onto your chest, onto your thighs. You can place some weight into your palms if you need to, but just really working your heels onto the mat as much as you can. Then we're going to rock forward to a big toe squat. So your knees hit the mat, keep your toes flexed, and then just come up onto your heels here. So think about grounding your toes down. And we're just going to be here for a few rounds of breath. Because at first you really don't feel anything, right?
No, you don't. But then all of a
then
sudden
you
you're
do.
like,
But try to relax the
wow,
shoulders,
I have
relax,
a big toe there.
relax the rest of your body. Really thinking about spreading the toes out wide, letting them relax and ground down into the mat. And then what we're going to move into is moving back and forth into those two positions. So kind of moving from your own breath as you move, so you can take time. Maybe one feels like you need a little bit more than the other. So we're just going to rock back and forth. And I find that mine do a little popping here when I do that. A little cracking in my toes. You can hold one for a little longer. Maybe each time you find your heels coming down just a little bit more. And this is a great warm-up too before downward facing dog.
Yes. See, I don't like to stretch my toes,
I do
but
this
it's
every morning.
necessary.
Before I can walk almost every morning, I need to do this.
My toes don't like this stretch.
Oh.
And it's because I've spent so many years doing this
Yep.
to my toes
This is such a
instead of
good.
stretching them.
This is so good for them. We'll just do a few more. It's really good to do every day. And then we'll meet back in tabletop position. All right. From here, we're going to walk the fingertips to the right side of the body for another side stretch. Send your gaze behind you. And then as we inhale, walk back to center. And then exhale, walk over to the other side.
And grab a sip of water.
Oh yeah, always, anytime. And come back to center. We'll run through some cat and cow, just a few. So inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. And inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. We'll just do two more. Inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. One more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Coming back to neutral tabletop. We'll take our right arm up to the ceiling. So we inhale and exhale. Thread the needle, but pause and then bring it right back up as we inhale. And exhale, we hold. Bring it all the way down. And if you want to take a bind here and open up through the chest.
Oh, that always feels good.
I know it does. And pressing back into the left palm. I always find when we come all the way back up, I can twist just a little bit more.
Yep.
And then releasing down, we inhale, lift up the left arm. And then we thread the needle, lifting the left arm all the way back up. And now releasing it all the way back down. You can always hook the hand under your thigh too here. Maybe twisting over a little bit more. And then pressing back into the right palm, lifting all the way back up. And then coming back to tabletop position. Moving into our first downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back. Oh yeah. Maybe pedal out your feet one at a time. And you can really tell that we've did that toe squat, because you can notice that they feel a little bit more flexible here. Just inhale, rise up onto the toes, and exhale, roll over onto the right side here of your heels. But press into both your palms evenly. So again, another good side stretch. Inhale, lifting back up to center, and exhale, dropping the heels over to the left. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, sinking back down one more time. All right, we're going to start our Sun A right away. So we're inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. So step the feet out maybe a little bit here. Bending the knees, we're going to take a bind behind our back. We're just going to hold here for one moment. And very gently, as we inhale, keeping the bind, we're going to roll up nice and slow. As we exhale, taking the hands over to the left side of the body and taking a nice side bend over to the right. Inhale up to center, and then exhale over to the other side. Really using the hands to pull that left arm. Inhale to center. Bring the arms up over your head into mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to a high plank. Let's pause and hold here. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down with control. For a big king cobra, let's bring the hands out just about shoulder width distance. Cupcake up your fingers. Let's do that lion's breath. Inhale, lion's breath. Peel the chest up. Oh, it feels good. Exhale, lower down. Bring your palms to the side of your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. That is our sun A. Let's flow through that a few more times. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. We take that bind behind our back, maybe a slight bend in the knees. Then inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. And exhale, take that side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Bring the arms over your head. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to the plank. Take one big breath in. And exhale, lower down with control. Bring the arms out just a little bit. We inhale that lion's breath. And exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Should we do it one more time?
One more time.
All right. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Take that bind behind your back. And inhale, rise up with control here. Protecting the shoulders. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale to center. Bring the arms back up overhead. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's step back to our plank. One big breath in. And exhale, lower down. This will be our last lion's breath. Make it good. And lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. So now we're changing up. Yesterday we had to do this on the lily pad.
Yeah.
So this is going to be great. Inhale, raise the right leg up high. And don't kick a chair behind you. Yep, there we go. And exhale, low lunge, step it through in between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge. So lifting the arms up over your head. There we go, sinking down. And exhale, open arm twist over to the right. So to do this, really squeeze a lot through your inner thighs. Inhale, reverse warrior, spin all the way open. And exhale, we're going to take our first chaturanga. So cartwheel your arms down to the mat. Step back to a high plank. Shift forward, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. And exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, chaturanga, dandasana, cartwheel down. Step back. We meet downward facing dog. So if you don't want to do the full expression, maybe just hold a high plank. We meet all the way back here. We'll flow through this one more time before adding on. Inhale, raise the right leg up high. And exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, chaturanga, cartwheel down. If we meet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, low lunge. No one is mowing their lawn today. That's nice.
Yes, that's nice.
Crescent lunge.
No leaf blowers, no weed eaters.
Yes. Exhale, open arm twist. Hello.
Hello.
Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down. We step back to our plank. Shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to change it up here. Inhale, raise the right leg up high. And exhale, low lunge. Step it all the way through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Listen up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Revolved crescent lunge. Shift forward. Then hook your elbow to the outside of your knee. Press your palms together. Keep it at your chest. Press a lot through the ball of your back toe. Keep twisting through your upper back. Maybe send your gaze behind you. You can always extend your arms out long if you want. There you go. Keep it going. You've got this. One more breath in. One more out. Inhale. Burst open. Warrior two. Exhale. Extended side angle with or without a bind. So you can stay here. You can take a full bind or a half bind. I'm just going to take a half bind with just my top arm here. But your bottom hand, maybe take a little weight out. Lift up out of your side body. Send your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. So you can keep that top bind if you want. Keep a bend in your front knee. And exhale, low lunge. So we're adding on a little bit more here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the right leg all the way back up. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Lift the leg back high. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Twist. Lift the leg back high. Exhale, fallen star. So we're going to kick the leg all the way through this time. Lift the hips up to the ceiling. And as you get done, release both palms to the mat. A lot of core work here. Draw that bottom knee all the way back to your chest. Three-legged dog, downward facing dog. All right, we still have to do the other side. Woo. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. And exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center for revolved crescent lunge. Begin to send your twist. That's all right. A little wobbling, but really squeeze through your inner thighs a lot. Press through your feet. You can extend your arms, but keep twisting. One more breath in. One more out. Inhale, burst open, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Again, here, you can take that bind, or you can just hold right here. Again, lifting up out of that bottom hand, maybe you're reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Lift the leg back high. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow, twist. Lift the leg back high. And exhale, fallen star. So extend the leg long. Lift up through your hips. And exhale, drop your hand back down. Pull your knee all the way back to your chest, three-legged dog. And downward facing dog. Let's take a big breath in here. And exhale it all out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way out. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way at mountain pose. And then exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. So two options here, tree or hot tree. So I'm going to do hot tree. I'm going to take my right foot, bring it to the crease of my inner thigh, and then drop my knee down towards my mat. So which one are you doing, Missy?
I'm doing hot tree as well.
Okay. So
Wobbly hot tree.
or
hot tree.
for regular tree, you would take your foot to your inner thigh and press your foot against your inner thigh. So you can do either one here, whichever feels a little bit more comfortable for you. And wherever you're at, you can stay there.
And if you do hot tree, don't stick your butt out.
No, you want to definitely try to keep the tailbone shooting straight down, keeping yourself just as long as you would in mountain pose. So it takes a lot of core engagement. And from here, gently release your leg down. Inhale back to mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step your left leg back for a low lunge. Inhale, burst open, star pose. And exhale, wide leg, forward fold. So this is an opportunity here if you'd like to take an inversion. So I'll take a headstand here from a wide leg forward fold just by pressing in from tripod, or I might hit the chair. I can't see it for sure. But here you really need to have a lot of control. And then again on the descent, nice and slow. Wherever you're at, we'll come meet halfway lift. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. For runner's lunge, bring your front toe to the top of your mat, and you can stay in an active runner's lunge. Or if you'd like, you can lower the back leg down. I know yesterday, Missy added on a little extra, stretching into her quad, the back leg. I'm not going to do that, but sometimes if I do, I need a little extra support for my knee because it hurts my knee
And that hurts.
doing that. So I like to raise up my knee a little bit if I do that.
I
and then-
need a little cushion for
Yeah, that's why I take the yoga block right there, because that helps me do that. If you choose to do that. So it's not necessary, but see, that works for me to do that with the yoga block. I think I prefer just to get in here a little bit instead.
If I could only.
It's like pin-up stretching.
Yes.
From here, press back up into your palms. Bring your legs together to touch. Shift weight into your left palm into a side plank. So lift up through your hips. And then come back to your high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center for tree or hot tree on the other side. So here you want to grab for your foot. Again, you can do that hot tree. Just like Missy said, you don't want to push your butt back. Really engage through your mula bandha. That's so fun to say.
Mula bandha.
Mula. Your mula bandha.
Your mucha mula
Oh, your bandha. Mula.
I can't even laugh. And my tree is swaying in the wind.
It's a swaying palm tree. It's blowing in the... If I do that too much, I'm going to be like falling.
We're going to be
somewhere.
like having to use more core. Core.
All right, release the leg. Inhale, bring your arms back up over your head. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back this time. Low lunge. Inhale up to star. And exhale, wide leg, forward fold.
I'm going to show y'all my booty.
That's right. And from here, again, there's so many options. You could always grab one leg or the other, bend into the knees, reach through the center. Just maybe shake out the head and the shoulders. I sometimes
Let's
like
see
to
if I can
grab.
get my feet.
I sometimes like to grab the nape of my neck here. See, now I like to do it more in this kind of a tripod.
know.
I don't. This to me isn't stable in a wide leg.
I feel so much more stable
But
when I'm like
not
this.
from wide leg, I don't feel
No.
like I would. I wouldn't if my leg's not from that way, but this is but inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, let's take that low lunge into a runner's lunge on this side. And when you're here, you can always grab a cup of tea or a drink, whatever feels good. I might just do that. Or like you're Missy, check your watch.
My phone is ringing, and so now my watch is vibrating.
Doesn't Missy's hair look so pretty? It does. It looks so pretty. And then we'll rise back up onto our palms. Bring the legs to touch in a high plank. Shift weight into your right palm. Inhale, side plank. And come back to your high plank. And downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up and have a seat here. Bring your legs out long in front of you.
And have some water.
Yep, I just had some tea and runner's lunge. From here, we're going to actually cross the legs. We did this yesterday and kind of looks like a little, now again, most important when we're doing this stretch is not the knees where they sit. It's that you try to get both of the glutes to sit down on the mat. So I like to kind of take the good stuff here, and let's not have that discussion again.
Okay.
About the good stuff.
I like music by Queen.
Now,
If you don't get it,
some
sorry.
people like to fold forward here. Now you can do that if you've got both hips glued down to the mat. If I go forward too much, they're going to lift up, especially on the right side here. So trying to fold forward just a little bit
well,
here.
what I had to learn was don't lean forward.
Yeah, you have to just very
Like,
gently.
I just kind of like, what I do is I just kind of like roll my spine down.
Well, you try not to lift up. So yep,
I'm on.
glue it down.
I just have a big one. So
I actually have to push instead of kind of push a little to keep that down. All right, so rising back up, we're gonna switch legs, and I
do a
find
can.
I find this side of my leg stays down for some reason. It's a little bit easier. So we're gonna take some of this here, move it out of the way, so I can get it all out. Feel it, get full potential. There we go. You really have to breathe into this one. And gently rise back up. And we're just going to take one more wide forward fold, because after that you really feel a little bit of that tension inside. And we won't be here long, just for a moment. Just allow yourself to rest. You can always use your tea bottle or a block or a pillow right here for a little extra support.
Or the floor.
Well, some people can't reach the floor.
Yeah.
And then rising back up, extend your left leg out long and bring the right leg over. Lift your arms up over your head. And then we're just going to take a gentle twist here. Send your gaze over your shoulder. Try to place the hand a little bit behind the lower back. And then we'll take a counter twist here. And then we'll switch legs. Lifting the arms up over the head. And take that twist.
My rib doesn't like that one.
And then don't do
I
it.
won't do it.
And we'll take a little counter twist here. And then we'll just come back to center, bringing your feet to touch just for a moment. Just sitting up here, pressing the knees down to the mat. If it feels good, you can just let your head drop to one side or the other. And then back to center. Just gonna cross our legs And that's really all we're going to do for today, right?
That's
Unless
it.
you want to add anything else.
I think that's great. That was a perfect full body
Yeah.
workout.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again, which is your first time, but our third.
I know, even though you don't know you were joining us, we had you
Oh.
with us here all the time.
In spirit. And we will be back many more times. Please absolutely subscribe to our page. Share the videos. Send requests. You know, you can type comments in or just whatever you need. We want to bring it to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. So much love. Namaste.
Namaste.
Mwah.
Mwah.
I'm going to walk on up and turn that
All right,
off now.
all right.
Peace.